Hello and welcome to episode 11 of NASCAR Spot Podcast. I'm your host Troy, joined by Chris, Caden, and Nick makes his return to the show.
I'm back.
Hello, Nick. Yes, he is back. In this episode, we're going to talk about the 2021 schedule that was released last week, and we're going to talk about the very controversial weekend that we had at Talladega. And so, how is everyone doing?
Good.
Pretty fine.
Ready to do this.
That's a lie. Caden's salty about Talladega, so I can tell.
We all are.
Well, I mean, Tyler Reddick cannot race restrictor plate or super speedway races. He sucks at it.
He makes it fun though.
No, he doesn't. Oh, it's so stupid. He's caused two big ones in the last two races, but let's continue.
I was saying you can't have any kind of expectations for super speedways. You just gotta go in with the mindset that stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. I had that mindset until Truex wrecked, and my mindset kind of went away.
He doesn't really do good at Dega, does he?
He won stage 2.
Usually.
He won stage 2.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm saying
he won
stage
2
of him.
After Caden said Chris Buescher was lucky winning stage 1 and that anyone could win a stage there.
So the 2021 schedule was released this week for the 2021 NASCAR season, NASCAR Cup Series season, and this is probably the most craziest, most what's the word I'm thinking of?
Insane, monstrous, intense.
I'm thinking of another word, but I just move on.
Good.
Most good?
No.
Nice job.
Yeah, that doesn't work. No.
Most good.
No, but it is good. It is good.
It is very
It's a good schedule.
So we're gonna break it down this episode a little bit. So of course, season starts with Daytona 500. That's normal. And then we go to Miami, which was announced a couple weeks ago that Miami would be the second race. But it's a very smart idea.
Smart marketing plan. I like the thinking.
No, I don't think so because the second race is always like a dead race, and in terms of like attendance and stuff.
But it's in the same. It's in the same state.
It's in the same state, but do you expect NASCAR fans to spend, couple $100 after a week before just spending probably closer to $1,000 on that weekend?
Yeah, like all the hardcores go to speed weeks as well. There's no way they're going to do all of speed weeks and then stay another week to do Miami at the end. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think they're better off leaving it separate so then Florida fans can go to both. Because now I think it's one or the other.
Yeah, because then you're taking off like 2 weeks, and that's a lot. Depending on like most people's jobs, that's a lot to ask for, especially like money wise. Not everyone can afford that. So I get what you're saying, and at one side it's a good idea, but on the other side it's not the best idea. But like ratings wise for TV, the second race is always like one of the best of the season, besides the 500, of course. But that's something good, I guess, to add. Since you said it was like kind of like dead in attendance, but like it's not all bad for the second race.
Yeah, it's not all bad, but there are definitely things that I don't know. I don't think they think through Miami's race, but what else are they gonna do? Throw the first Atlanta race there? Oh yeah. First Atlanta race.
All right, so
and then we jump into that.
After Miami, we go to West Coast Swing.
I was gonna say, then we jump into the West Coast Swing, but
Caden, you want to take it away with that, then?
We're going in order. We're not just doing new races. We got to go over everything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right, Caden,
we jump into the West Coast Swing for Auto Club's final race is the 2-mile track, which is, thank God. I mean, some people. I don't know why people got. I don't know why some people got upset.
Auto Club's not that bad.
Oh, all right. Listen to this stuff. So majority of the fan base, we want more short tracks. We want more road courses. Turns a 2-mile track into a short track. We want that track. Why are you taking away that track? Bro, make up your mind.
Exactly.
NASCAR fans in a nutshell.
NASCAR fan, that's facts, though.
Yeah.
Every single thinking everyone's like more road courses, and they add freaking 6 road courses. Well, they have a total, and they're like, this is too much. It's like,
it is. It is.
Well, I think they should have done.
Wanted.
But I remember people complaining that there was too much when they when they brought the Roval in a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Like, there's
those
too many
people are
road
a
courses.
joke.
I'm like,
I think what they should have done is I think they should have turned one of the tracks that got removed, so either Chicagoland or Kentucky, and make that smaller. Just because you're already taking the time away from it anyway, and I feel like it's a track that people would less care about if you switched it up.
Or they could have even turned any
No.
of them into a Roval.
I like the idea of Auto Club being a short track the most because that provides that track out west that gives you that Martinsville, like old school feel, and especially since they're 40 minutes outside of downtown LA, so they can pack those stands, and next year they will, or not next year. Well, maybe next year, but 2 years.
Depends
2
on
years
Corona.
they will.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
There's a lot of
Yeah,
stuff unraveling in
I
California.
don't mind the move. I don't mind the move. I was just thinking if they wanted more of a positive return from NASCAR fans, but you can never please NASCAR fans. It's just not going to happen. So I think it's a solid move.
Yeah,
I could add on to what Chris said. Of course, like the West needs like a short track that Cup goes to because the West doesn't have like a Bristol Martinsville. The East is like spoiled with pretty much. We have like all the short tracks over here, while like the West has like boring 2 mile, which like they're like save it but it's not boring, but it's like it's all you got. So like you don't know how to compare like from like watching like a short track race to like watching a 2 mile race, in my opinion. Like, I feel like that's like the biggest thing. But yeah, that's the West Coast Swing. Do you guys have any other comments on them?
Not really. It's not too different.
Yeah, we've already discussed it a couple weeks ago, so I don't think we need to go great into detail. Atlanta's first race is normal. We'll get to the second day later, but Bristol dirt race.
Such a stupid idea. Oh my god. I legitimately couldn't think that. No. Hear me out. I didn't think NASCAR could make such a stupid idea until they said, let's add a Bristol dirt race. What can they do with that? See, I would have been fine if they added any track. Just why would you take the spring Bristol race? Yes, I get to boost like people to go there, but after the first like 2 years, 3 years, it's gonna be just another track on the schedule. Like it's gonna still probably bring the same attendance as it does in the spring race already. So it just makes no sense. Such a stupid idea. It's gonna be a wreck fest, and I'm gonna hate it.
I don't love the move. Sorry, I don't love it. Just because I think I was mad that they got rid of the first Bristol race, but I could easily be swayed because I don't completely hate it. Like if the racing's good, then I'll like hop aboard the bandwagon. But I think it's kind of cool that they're kind of like going back to NASCAR's roots, right? Because they started out on dirt. I think it's kind of a cool move, but I'm not a big fan of Bristol getting removed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's
the same way
thing,
with that.
though.
Like, at first I was like, this is a bad idea, and I feel like it is. Like, NASCAR's like cut costs, we need to cut costs, but they're literally paying Bristol to put dirt all around their track. Instead, when they could have, I don't know about easy, but they could have gone to like a regular dirt track, and that's all around the world. That's not hard to go to, like especially Eldora. I bet NASCAR could have like called up Eldora and they could have worked stuff out because Tony Stewart has been like Tony Stewart's all for it, and it's not like something that you got to like beg the owner for. Like the owner's all for it, and yeah, it was doable, but NASCAR decided to take out the Bristol Spring Race. It was like I wanted the Spring Race to get replaced, but I don't know. This is a different kind of like thing that they could have. There's different options they could have went for.
And I think now that they only have one, sorry, Chris. I think that now that they only have one, dirt, now on one Bristol race on concrete or whatever it's on, I think that should become a crown jewel now, the Bristol Night Race.
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking. Once I saw that the oval got removed from the schedule, that they should make, because I feel like 3 crown jewels, it just like it doesn't have like the feel that like it just doesn't feel like it that like it always was. So the Bristol Night Race should definitely be considered a crown jewel now. And make it again 4, since it's like, especially since it's like a one only time at the track per year. Daytona's different, but like one and only time to track for a year. Like, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to actually, I'll give my thoughts on the dirt track. I like it and I don't like it. I like it for the fact that we're racing dirt, and it's a cool idea with them doing this to Bristol because it's been A, so long since the Cup Series has raced a dirt track, and B, Bristol has done it before. But yeah, they should have gone to an actual dirt track. I also think NASCAR is thinking that they can get more of an attendance than what would be at your typical dirt track, and I know most of those are probably in the 30 to 40,000 range. So throw dirt down on Bristol at a place that, let's say, with having dirt and how we think it'll kick up, seats 100 and we'll say 140,000 and change, with what parts of the stands they have to cover up. Saying you're going to run a dirt race there, you can probably get 80,000 people, at least.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be hard for like attendance wise. I think that's like an easy sellout in my opinion.
Yeah,
for
it's
the
an
first
easy cash
the first
grab.
dirt. Yeah, it's easy for the first time, but like I feel like it'll be easy to get attendance for the first time, but like how the racing will actually be on the track with heavy stock cars and most drivers that don't have experience on dirt or like almost none. It's like, I don't know, I feel like it's a recipe for disaster. And like I feel like NASCAR will have practice for it, but like they need a lot of practice for it. Like maybe they could lift like the no testing rule when it's not like race weekend, and they should like open up Bristol like a few weeks before. Like after they put dirt on, they could have teams during the week like be able to bring cars there and practice.
That is one of the tracks that is going to have practice and qualifying next year. Like
But
that's already
it
set.
has to.
It's
to.
already set.
There's no way they couldn't.
Yeah,
Like,
it'd be stupid if they weren't gonna add practice. Like that would just.
Yeah.
I already know it's gonna be a wreck fest almost. I mean, it might not. It might surprise me and not be a wreck fest. But if it wasn't even gonna have practice or qualifying, it was gonna be even worse. I'm all for chaos, but it's just can't be sloppy chaos, you know.
Yeah, so that covers a dirt race, right? That pretty much said everything.
yeah, I think we all got our pieces off.
Yeah, so Martinsville Night Race returns. Of course they weren't.
Do we have an
continuing
off
that.
weekend?
Yeah, just it's Easter.
Yeah, I'm looking at like
between the two.
on Google,
I
so
got
it doesn't
it.
say like off weekend in parentheses.
I got it on the website, so
Yeah, Richmond is normal, Talladega, Kansas, and then Darlington gets their Mother's Day weekend, Father's Day. I forget what that weekend it is.
no, that's Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Mother's
They
Father's
get their
Day is
Mother's
June.
Day date back. Yeah, I didn't know it was
Yeah,
May
buddy.
or June. They get what do you think about that?
I heard something that it's going to be a 400-kilometer race and not a 400-mile race. I'm not sure if there's.
That was how it was before.
Yeah,
That's how it was before for the no more races.
Yeah,
So.
metric gang kilometer.
Yeah, let's go.
Is that what everyone's gonna say?
Anyways.
Is that what everyone got for Darlington?
But no,
yeah, I'm fine with it.
The reports of it being with the 750 package too, which oh my god, that's gonna be so much better. Because
They're not reports, aren't they official?
Well,
yeah, it's official.
So
it's gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Such a better package.
Yeah. So Dover gets one date, which Dover's my favorite track, but no one has something to complain about that. Like
your favorite track is Dover.
Yeah. We've gone over this in the chat, bro.
I mean, yeah. I understand you live close, but like, come on.
Yeah, it's one of those like bias things where it's like it's close to me. One, I like the challenge of it. I like the look of it, and I just like it.
Oh,
well, I mean, it's one of those things where I always
it's not
say,
like entertaining.
I'll let
It's
Troy
not
finish.
like for entertaining, but like I just like it for like everything else but like entertainment feel.
Well, I've always said, even if you like go to a race and it could seem like the most boring race in the world on TV, it's gonna seem good to you if you're in person.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Like that's how it was last year. Like Dover when I was at both the races last year, it was fun since I was like there. Any race that you're at the track, it will always seem like good, at least good. Then like people at home were like, I came home from Dover and people are like, oh, that was like so bad, like it was so boring. Like I didn't see that because I was not like
Because you were
I
paying
didn't
attention to Chase Elliott the whole time. It's the only thing you
when I
saw.
was in the infield, bro. I didn't even know most of the time who the leader was, bro. It was getting
Wait,
down to it. I'm like, wait a
you
minute,
weren't
Lars is
watching the
leading?
race while you were at a race?
I was watching the cars go by and pit stops, but like I wasn't actually like
Oh,
I
okay.
can't even remember
Okay.
who won which stages or who was leading when. I don't even know. No, Chase didn't lead. He blew an engine on lap 4. Screw that.
W baby.
But yeah, back to what I was saying. I don't think anyone has anything to complain about Dover getting 1 date. 2 dates was definitely we've had it for a while with 2 dates, but like 2 dates for a track like that wasn't really needed anymore. Yeah, is that all about that?
Yeah, I mean, we can't go
Yeah.
into too much detail about Dover because it's
Yeah,
Dover.
it's
That's
Dover.
just Dover.
But the next
Yeah.
track, Coda, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Road course.
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
road course fan. I am so
Let's
gassed.
go.
I know Caden hates road courses, but I
hate
gassed.
road courses. I
Road
thought
courses
You're a
are
Truex
amazing.
fan, and you're a Truex fan, and you hate road
Yeah.
courses. That makes no sense.
three.
He's
Three
not a real
was
Truex
fine.
fan. He only started cheering for him after he went to Gibbs.
3 races was fine. I thought 3 races I could handle because Watkins Glen is pretty good. It's overrated. It's pretty good though.
Whoa,
Charlotte
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Roval's.
whoa. Hold up.
Whoa.
Hold up.
Wa- did you say Wa-
Someone's saying
did you
it's
say
overrated
Watkins Glen
because Truex can't
overrated?
win there. That's all that
He's
is.
won there. He's won there in 2017. I could
Yeah,
care less
until
about
Chase
Watkins
got
Glen.
used to driving a cup car there.
Yeah, I don't care. Chase could win all the races in the world. I wouldn't care. I mean, I would care. I would care a lot.
You're gonna be
Bro.
cheesed if we're there next
You
year.
would be so salty all the time.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, as I was saying, Charlotte Roval, I thought was pretty good. Last year's race was sloppy, and that's what it's going to come down to this year's race. But
Again,
you
mad
didn't.
because Chase won.
No. Last year's race was actually so sloppy. It was
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was
It
bad.
was.
unfair.
It was. Yeah.
Dude,
It
both years
wasn't
it
good
has
to
been.
watch.
I think that's the beauty of the Roval. It's just a
It's not
crapshoot.
beautiful though. I don't like it.
But the first year it was like fun sloppy. I feel like last year
Yeah,
it was just
because
like
everyone went into it and they were like, "This is gonna be a total shit show, and we're gonna love it."
and
Yeah,
it was.
and we
it
loved
was
it.
exactly that.
And we loved it.
Dude, I still have that attitude about it. I don't care. It's great.
Yeah.
So
Um,
just to add 3 more road courses on the schedule is just
I like it.
Ah, dude, that's
It pains
awesome.
me.
All right,
It's
we're
sick.
gonna get
It's
more in
sick.
detail about that.
Just
Alright,
add CTMP and then we're chilling.
cool.
then I'd be fine.
Yeah,
I'd be
so
fine.
I love that.
Fine.
I know
I like road
Um,
courses when it comes to seeing TPMP.
Can't even say the track.
in English.
Uh,
Today, Junior.
CTMP.
All right, so pretty much my thing on Coda, since we're talking about Coda this whole time, was that like I heard it's not the best track, it's not the most entertaining track for F1 and IndyCar when they went there. So like
it's a road
I'm
course.
skeptical on it, or whoever
Well,
you say that word,
the-
because like I don't want to scoop to it and be like, yo, this is gonna suck, because like they've never raced stock cars there. They tested them, but like never raced. So like I'm just gonna wait until I judge it and judge like.
You're gonna have to go into a mindset with stock cars are very different than Indy cars. You know that, right? Like, do you know that?
No,
You know,
they're the
the-
same. They're the
you
same
know
thing.
that?
know that.
Same thing.
What is King?
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about?
Yeah,
All right,
dude.
well,
Troy
I thought
think
they
this is
both
gonna be a
had
boring
I
race.
will-
They both have fenders, bruh.
I thought they both have wheels. They're basically the same thing.
Yeah, there's 4 wheels and an engine and 1 driver's
Yeah.
seat.
If you
Yeah.
can race them both
Same
in the
thing.
same day, then
Same
they're
thing.
similar, I guess. All right,
They actually are later in the season, but we'll get to that on the last note of that I have from Kodo.
All right, I'll let you go first.
Sorry, they talk about F1 struggling there and stuff, but that's because they built that track to be kind of rough. I mean, like awesome surface and all that, but the moment you barely get off the track there in an F1 car, yeah, it's going to be rough. That's why you see suspension failures and stuff, because it's meant for you to stay on the racing surface there. So,
yeah,
I have high hopes, but it could be a stinker.
Probably
it
will.
Could
It's
be.
a road
It
course.
could be. Caden, be quiet. Road courses are better than ovals. I don't care what you say.
I like mile and a half better. I know I'm gonna get attacked.
Of course you do.
We're gonna move on from that comment.
We'll let Caden more his mile and a half.
Yeah, we have a couple. No, we have one race to go over. Okay, so Coke 600 is next after that, and then we go on Sonoma for breakfast. Sonoma. I'm gonna move on until Caden says anything, and then we have Nashville.
Oh, we
returns.
completely skipped something. All right, good move.
Oh, the All-Star race. The All-Star race,
no one
correct?
wants to talk about the All-Star
Yeah,
race.
all right,
Shitty
All-Star race.
Texas.
All-Star race
care
went
about
to
the All-Star
Texas,
race
bro.
when it's not at Texas. Now that it's at Texas, I do not care at all.
It's pretty.
I didn't even care about the All. I didn't even care about the
that's what I
All-Star
just
race
said.
before it was at
That's
Bristol.
what I just said.
Yeah, it's pretty irrelevant. Like, you ever like a driver when he like it says his stats, you never like hear him be like, "Yo, I won All-Star race." Like,
Yeah, because it's an
not like
exhibition race.
yeah, it's
no one
not,
ever
it's
says,
not,
"Oh, I won the duel." Like I'm sick.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not. But like the All-Star race is made to like have like the best of the best and like see who's the best or whatever. But like it's not a bragging right as much as just like I won $1 million and then like the next race is like irrelevant, like who won it.
Yeah, the best of the best. Justin Haley got into the All-Star race this year.
the best of the best
he won a
proved
race.
themselves lapping Joey Gase 10 times a race. Like you got to be able to.
Yeah.
Joey
You
Gase,
can't lap
that's
Joey Gase
Joey-
more than 10 times. You're not a top tier driver.
Joey Gase, that's another driver not coming on now after we dissed him.
Sorry.
Let's go off on drivers. Like, let's just go off on them. Let's start with Kyle Busch. What irrelevant
Start with
has
Chase
he has
Elliott.
nowadays?
Oh God, I hate Chase Elliott. So
Okay.
overrated.
Anyways,
Let's move on back to the topic.
Nashville.
Nashville. Wrong track in Nashville, but money says
Nashville
otherwise.
Super Speedway. The concrete mile and a third or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm gonna say it. It's the race I'm most excited for in the schedule.
Whack. That's whack.
Yes and no. I'm happy they're in Nashville, but like, I really hope this is just a stepping stone to get to the fairgrounds.
I bet it is. Like I don't want to say when the fairgrounds come, it's gonna get dropped, but it probably will. Like, imagine having 2 races at 2 different tracks in Nashville. Like, that's like.
Well, there's 2 different owners.
I don't see NASCAR doing that though. I don't see NASCAR doing that.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be for real. I've never watched a single race at Nashville, so I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I try to watch one on YouTube. It's.
Was it ARCA though? Does ARCA even go there, or do they?
I forget what it was.
One of the
It might have
most
been
iconic
Xfinity.
Xfinity races happened there.
Yeah.
Oh.
When Stenhouse blew his motor and Edwards just plowed into the back of him.
That was Iowa.
That was Iowa.
Was that Iowa or was
that was Iowa?
Nashville?
That was Iowa.
Are you sure?
That's not true.
Yeah, that was Iowa.
He's
Look
the
it up.
NASCAR hotspot. He knows everything. Don't
No,
argue
he
with
gets
me.
some stuff wrong.
I did.
Yep.
But that's Iowa. I swear to God. But in 2004, I want to say, thinking like the top 4 drivers on the final lap took each other out, and Michael Waltrip won there. So that's something on the track.
Boys, I'm at 20%.
Alright.
But
it's fine.
Plug it
I
in.
should be good. No, I should be
and
good.
then the preset they had for the implication. NASCAR needs to do everything in their power to get him to be back for the Cup race.
He do, bro. Yeah. So that's my goal, to go to Nashville next year. Anybody else have any like comments on Nashville?
Nope,
It's
'cause I've never
Nashville.
seen
It
any
prob-
race there.
Yeah. It'll probably be another track on the schedule that we get over and done with.
I feel like
Yeah.
okay, one, they're using the real package there, as announced. Two,
Ooh.
it's on concrete. I don't know if that changes a lot, but it's on concrete.
Might change a little bit. I doubt it though.
Maybe like
Yeah.
wear on tires or something. I don't know.
The package
Yeah,
sounds
it'll
promising,
probably
though.
be that.
Package
Yeah.
sounds promising on paper, but
I don't remember if it's like a one groove or like multiple grooves. I don't remember how it was.
when I watched, I
feel like
swear it
it's
was
one
like
of
a
those,
one
like,
groove.
Yeah, like a line and a half. And you can,
Yeah.
like, get away with being on the outside of someone, but you can't like be up the track from them, or else they're just gonna fly by you.
It'll be something to see. Oh shoot! You know what? It's gonna be cut out, but I just go off this in my head. So the president of Nashville Super Speedway followed me. Think we can get him on here?
Kind of the wrong time, but
What do you mean the
Why?
wrong time?
okay, yeah, sure, we're on topic, so it's not the wrong time. Fine, you can ask. I mean,
I'm gonna cut this tiny bit out.
Nothing wrong with asking him, right? Like if he
Yeah,
says no,
yeah.
then he says no, but can't hurt.
Wait
Anyways,
until at least next year, like before the Nashville race.
I don't want to wait too long. I guess
Well,
over to
why would you do it
off-season.
now?
Nah,
Well,
without
he
ask
could
him.
he could unfollow, so you don't want to take that chance.
I looked at who he's following.
Big brain.
He's like following like no other like NASCAR like accounts that like
Yeah,
that
hear
like
that,
me.
Zach? Hear that, Zach?
NASCAR
Because
nonstop is better.
I think it's because I followed him first. I don't know how many like other people like found him, but like I found him because like Nashville Super Speedway like their Instagram
I was
like
just
tagged
stalking
him
him
and
on
I'm
Instagram.
Troy doesn't
Um,
stalk women on Instagram. He stalks NASCAR tracks.
No, he stalks Alexa.
No.
All right, we're gonna move on from that. So Pocono keeps the
How is she,
doubleheader.
Troy?
Okay, buddy.
I guess
Um,
we're not moving on.
But yeah, we're not moving. Okay, so Pocono keeps their doubleheader, which is fine. How I go for it, just get it over with in one weekend. So the
Boring
doubleheader
weekend.
at Pocono wasn't bad, but it was Pocono, but it was pretty neat to watch. Anybody else
it's
got anything
okay.
on it?
It was still
It's not a
Pocono.
huge.
It's so
It's not a huge
Pocono.
change. Yeah, it's not a huge change.
At least they
Um,
have a good mascot.
What is
yeah,
it?
they have a fox.
Yeah, it's a fox.
Buddy.
His name's Tricky.
Troy? Oh, Tricky.
Are you retarded?
I mean, him and Troy have the same hair color.
With a T.
And Ginger 5 foot head has.
Okay.
Well, okay, that's getting cut out too.
Next up is Road America.
Road America. Especially on July 4th weekend.
Hey, gonna be on July 4th.
they
Yeah.
should-
So
Yeah,
Seriously.
I like it. I don't know if it should be on 4th of July, just because that should be like a special race, in my opinion. It shouldn't be a debut, but I like that they're going there. I like Road America.
The track literally has America in its name.
Okay, so the Circuit of the Americas, and they're not going there on the 4th of July.
yeah, I've been Circuit the
Yeah.
Americas and July 4th would be like
It'd be kind
One
of
of them
crazy.
has
better than
quite a
Indy,
bit more
better than
history.
Indy.
Yeah. Better than Indy. Anything's better.
They should just
than
add
the oval
at
with
this
stock
rate.
cars.
At this rate, they should just add Daytona for 3 races this season. Daytona 500, regular season cutoff, and July 4th. And you know what? Might as well add the finale in there.
No, they can't do a finale at a super speedway. That just makes no sense.
It
I
would be
mean,
so stupid. I want to
well-
see. I want to see it done, but I know it'd be so stupid.
Okay. So next up, Atlanta gets a second date. What do we think about that?
I like it.
No.
I like Atlanta. I'm happy.
Atlanta isn't that
They're-
good of a track.
I mean, it's one of the better ovals in my opinion.
I don't think so.
I feel like the thing is, it was like a few years ago. It was really good, but like a track
Yeah.
gets so worn down to the point where it's not good. Where it's
They
just
they need to
boring.
do a repave, but it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're thinking of not just a repave. They're thinking
Of a
99%.
reconfiguration.
Yeah, they're gonna completely like reconfigure it to the old Atlanta. which was like I want to say it was like a mini Homestead or like some similar to Homestead.
I think it was like a higher banked Homestead.
Yeah.
I feel like they were around the same length.
I mean, I'm glad that they're gonna reconfigure it most likely because I mean it's almost confirmed that they're gonna reconfigure it. I don't know why they wouldn't, but like who remembers the Atlanta race this year? No one. All I remember is Harvick won and Truex finished second. That's all that I remember from that.
I remember me and my sister made corn jokes the entire time.
Nice. Completely race related.
Yeah, nice try.
I don't even remember when Atlanta was. Atlanta was early again, right? Or was it in the summer?
No, it was in the summer.
It was like the second. It was like the third or fourth race since their turn.
It was the third, I'm pretty sure.
All the now I remember it.
Harvick won in the corn scheme.
All the ovals since we've gotten back that have been won by Harvick and Hamlin kind of just blur unless they're special.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm trying to think if there was any Bristol.
Okay, but I mean that's why I said other than the special tracks.
That's why I said he was special. So like
ask
Indy,
me what I remember about Michigan.
Like Indy, Bristol.
I couldn't answer.
Yeah.
Michigan, Harvick swept the races. They were both.
Yeah, I know that, and I know Nemechek had a tough race. Other than that, I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Yeah,
Harvick swept the weekend in that Busch Light Apple car. That's all I remember.
No, Caden, leave that out. Leave that out. Don't mention that.
Mention what?
It's when Truex finished third, back-to-back races. Oh, I was talking about when Kansas.
Next up is New Hampshire. We don't care about New Hampshire. Watkins Glen.
It's good with the current package.
It's all right.
Like New Hampshire. It's underrated.
It's underrated, but is there to we have nothing to say about it. Nothing stinking changed. Okay, next up, Watkins Glen, which is normal, and then the Indianapolis Road Course.
Let's go.
See, now this was the only road course where I'm actually kind of a little bit hyped for.
That's because Indianapolis sucked anyway, so it doesn't matter if they change it up.
Yeah. Can't be worse. It can't be much worse than the Oval, if anything.
It'll be better.
Well,
It'll be better. They're not running the shit package.
Is that the Xfinity race had a really good finish, but for most of the race, it wasn't very good racing. That's why I'm worried.
Yeah, I didn't remember anything from the actual first, I don't know, however many laps except the final laps.
Hey, but it'll be like a roll. It'll be like a Roval type thing where we're Cup Series will go on it and it'll be a crazy weird race.
It's more of a road course in itself because there's no going on the oval besides the front stretch.
Yeah, it's more of an actual road course.
Yeah, more of an actual
Yeah,
I wasn't
Charlotte Roval.
I wasn't calling a Roval, but I was gonna say it's the first race is gonna be more of what we had with the Roval, where most drivers didn't have a good feel for the track, unless Briscoe or Cindric move up, then
which they're not.
Okay,
we'll get to that in
another episode.
We'll discuss that after we get done with the schedule.
So, what was I saying?
Talk about Indy road course. Let's move on.
It'll be like a Roval thing. So,
good. Michigan was so bad. Did you see the first two races?
Yeah,
easy dubs. W for the boys.
Michigan.
Canada still doesn't have a race.
The fake package is horrible. So,
yeah, but everyone knows Canada is better than Michigan.
Yeah, it's facts.
That's all facts.
Michigan with this package is absolutely horrible.
And Michigan with the old package is absolutely horrible.
That's arguable.
It's not absolutely horrible. It just wasn't good.
Some points.
All right.
The repave didn't. The repave made it worse when they did that.
Yeah, happens to every track.
The only good thing about the repave then was that they still had the high horsepower where they were going almost 220 into the corner sometimes, which is ridiculous. But I don't know. I mean, being from Michigan, like, does it suck seeing it go down to one race? Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, there's so many new tracks on the schedule that it provides way different feelings throughout. So,
Yeah, how close are you for Road America?
Road
That'll be
America. I gotta
far.
go
That'll
around
be
Lake.
far.
I gotta go around
Yeah.
Lake
You
Michigan.
gotta live over Lake Michigan. Okay.
Yeah.
If the lake didn't exist, it wouldn't be that far. But
Yeah.
you gotta go all the way, like through Chicago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Troy-
it's easier for me to go to Mosport than it is for me to go to Road America.
Troy
Well,
acting like he knows the Great
sports better
Lakes.
anyway. Yeah, Troy, you New Jersey.
Chill. Okay.
Troy
And
lives.
then
He's not that far from Ohio, like Lake or.
Daytona has the regular season cutoff again. Jimmy Johnson won't be here to make me cry, so
Good.
I'm hyped.
W.
And then
Now we might have a clean race because Jimmy Johnson isn't.
I wonder.
No, it's Daytona. There's no such thing.
Yeah.
Tyler Reddick's in the field.
Oh yeah.
No, 2021 Tyler Reddick will be new and improved. He's gonna win.
Yeah, he's gonna win at nowhere. Yeah.
And that pretty
Okay,
much concludes
one win,
everything.
Truex
'cause
fan.
Truex has finished top 3. Oh my god. Okay. Truex is like 4th in points, like 13 points behind Keselowski with 1 win. Keselowski has like 4 wins. Truex has been like almost identical other than like the first like 5 races.
Okay,
of the
but
season.
Caden, if you want to diss Almirola for consistency, you can't flex it with Truex.
I didn't diss Almirola with consistency. I'm just simply saying I would rather have Briscoe than Almirola.
Morola's already re-signed.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Kane said 2022, but I mean, we'll get into this later. But I don't think Briscoe cannot move up after the season he's had.
Exactly. Briscoe's gonna go to the 10 car. Almirola. I mean, no wait, no, he won't. Never mind. Forgot
okay.
Almirola extended.
Just skip.
Just continue.
Yeah.
All right,
anyways.
so everything else is pretty. There's nothing really to touch on. The playoffs is the same: Darlington, Richmond, Bristol, Vegas, Talladega, Roval, Texas, Kansas, Martinsville, Phoenix. And that concludes it pretty much, right? No one's got anything else to say? Good. No one's got anything to say because we don't want to hear Caden.
Are we going to talk about the tracks that got removed, or are we just going to skip? Because like none of them were that good.
Nah, they
sticking
dead, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Chicago is good.
Wait,
Kentucky was sucked.
I swear Kane said Kentucky was his favorite oval. I swear he said that in the chat.
He would say some shit like that.
It wasn't my favorite, but like I lie.
You're pondering the idea?
It was up there. It was up there. It was top 3.
All right, we just skip.
All right,
Edit this guy
we're
out.
not listening to any more lists from you ever again. That is
Kentucky slander is a must.
Trucks.
Yeah,
well, we'll skip through trucks because like there wasn't anything like,
Why?
really
no,
notable
but we may as well
in trucks
recap it. We don't just
recap it, but like
it. We can
I thought we were gonna
crashes. Gillen blew his motor. Ralph Lessard won.
Yeah, exactly. We're definitely not skipping it now. Raphael Lessard wins. Troy's mad that Trevor Bayne lost. Take the L, Troy.
I can't comprehend.
I'm not mad.
I can't comprehend how people say Bayne won that. Lessard was clearly out front with the caution flag.
I mean, it was 6/1000ths of a second, so it's kind of
it
hard
would have
to
been
tell
close.
when they don't have the camera on the trucks.
You can't say
when they
for
don't have
sure,
the camera on the trucks, you can't tell.
Yeah, I have a picture of it.
All right, so truck race on lap 1, Zane Smith crashed, and he was out of the race. But thank God to all the playoff points he has earned. Thank God to all the stuff he has earned during the year. That he had not screwed him out of the playoffs.
Thank God he's a talented rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold up. I didn't watch the entire race.
Nolan got eliminated.
Lap 14 was the big one, pretty much. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Besides that,
there were quite a few guys.
Yeah. The 02, the 8, which was like Nemechek, involved Tanner Gray, Zane Smith, of course. Whoever's in 24.
That was Chase Purdy.
Chase Purdy. He's old enough though. Oh, he ran ARCA. I'm retarded. I'm sorry. And Stuart Friesen.
Wasn't Boyd in that, or was Boyd in a different one?
Is Boyd the 20? I'm guessing
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boyd
Dude, there
wasn't
were a
in
lot of guys
any.
that got contacted.
According to this, he wasn't in any. According to Racing Reference, it wasn't like in any.
Oh, I thought.
Which
I
wreck are we
remember
talking about?
Lap 14.
Hey,
You might not have been watching yet, but it was like the biggest,
No,
the
I
most
wasn't.
significant one.
Oh, Spencer Boyd got thinking, what the hell happened? Bro, he finished last from a crash. I don't even freaking know. It
Yeah,
just
so then
okay.
how is he not involved in the crash?
He was in the.
I swear,
It doesn't say the
he
20.
was in it. I swear
Yeah,
he
he's
was
probably in
in
the big
whatever.
one. It just doesn't say the 20. Anyways,
Let's continue.
end of stage 1. Who won stage 1? Austin Hill. Yeah,
Austin
favorite.
Hill, and you guys were getting cheesed pretty.
And then we have a hard crash between Gus Dean. He wanted to be
Oh,
Miguel
yeah.
Polito.
He
And
absolutely
that looked rough.
rocks the inside wall.
Yeah, that was a hard crash. And then I heard people. I did not watch exactly what happened beforehand, but like Tanner Gray crashed, and I heard people were like saying stuff about him. Like what did he
Gillen
do
blew
wrong?
up like 2 trucks in front of him, and I think he hit oil, and along with having like no air on his truck, he kind of just yeeted it to the left down the middle of the backstretch.
Well, clearly not if he didn't make it to the next round.
lap 90 with only a couple laps to go. Sheldon Creed crashed. Oh wait, no, it was debris. It was debris.
Yeah, it was debris.
Oh, I gotta pick my nose.
Ew.
Sus.
Sheldon Creed was driving like an ass the entire race.
Yep.
So
I don't know.
I like Creed, but
he
it wasn't his
caused
best.
that wreck on lap 12 by just chopping off Austin Hill's nose.
Or was it?
Because everyone had to check up because he just decided to just turn
I'm
left.
pretty sure it was Hill because there was a blue and white
he almost wrecked himself on lap 1. Correct. Yeah, I remember watching that highlights. And then we get a green white checkered, and it's against it was against 2 Canadians at first. It was Freeze and Lazard. It would have been cool if they were like dragging into the line, honestly. But then
Imagine they finished 1-2. You know how
that
cool
would have been
been?
cool if they were like side by side to the line. But on the backstretch, Trevor Bayne forced a 3 wide, and he had help from Krause, and he was side by side, and he was ahead of Lazard on the backstretch entering 3. But then a huge crash involving Sturt Friesen, Ankrum, Austin Hill, and others. And the caution came out, and
Eckes was in it too.
Yeah, and
that's the notable one.
Yeah, and Lazard. But did that knock Eckes out of the playoffs?
Yeah, that knocked Eckes out of the playoffs.
Wait, so Ankrum was out of the playoffs at the time?
What?
Ankrum's good.
Ankrum was like
Ankrum's
safe.
good.
I forgot.
It's Gillen and Eckes that got eliminated.
I forgot. No, but like
I had it.
before they wrecked, was Ankrum in on Eckes?
Ankrum was in, yeah. Not locked, but he was in because it was between Crafton and Eckes because they were like switching back and forth between that final spot.
I had Eckes in my championship 4.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, Chris, your final 4 for Cup is a bit sketch. So.
Yeah. Wait, who do you have for?
Not really.
Who did you have for
final 4 is the top. Oh no, it's not the top 4 because Kurt Busch won. It's 4 out of the top 5 currently.
I thought you had Blaney in it.
No, I didn't have Blaney in it. I had Blaney in round 8.
That's my bad.
I
thought you had Blaney there.
I got Blaney in it, so I screwed.
It was Troy. I knew 2 people.
But I did have Kurt and Bowman making the round of 8. I don't know. I forget how.
I had Kurt making a round of 8, so.
I think I had him out first round because I just didn't trust him after last year.
Yeah,
guys,
I had Keselowski.
Back on topic. My battery's dying. Let's get back on topic.
Alright, so caution came out. Lazard won, first career win. That was nice of him. Who would have thought they would have won? Like mid-season, who would have thought he would have won before?
I have faith. We have faith. Yeah.
Hopefully that means that they'll give them better equipment now because Eckes was getting their top tier stuff the whole year.
Yeah, he was.
Let's start with
that pretty much wraps that up. So, we had notable finishers, of course. Trevor Baynes second. Cody Roval gets fifth. Jordan Anderson
Again,
sixth.
another top 5.
Kaz
Another
Gralla.
restricted plate top 5.
Kaz Gralla gets ninth.
He started out slow too. That was a good recovery.
Dude, yeah, that was like a quiet one. They didn't even mention him until like the green white checkered.
Well, that's because he was at the back for a lot of the first couple stages.
Yeah,
he was running back in like 30th.
start. Yeah, he had to start last for.
We had to start from the
change.
rear, but he didn't really get going straight away.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
I have something to say. This is gonna be taken out. It's almost 8:10 right now. You want to end it at 8:30?
Yeah, never mind. That's not gonna.
That's why I
can-
said
Well,
8:45.
Yeah.
Xfinity wasn't very like notable, so I feel
Yeah,
like
we're
we
just,
said
we're
that.
just gonna go
notable.
through. We're just gonna
We'll
zoom
go
through
through.
Yeah.
Xfinity.
Xfinity.
So
Actually, I want to talk about it.
point standings for trucks real quick. So Eckes Gilliland eliminated. That was an elimination race. So Eckes Gilliland eliminated, and that puts. Hold up, give me a second. So Ankrum. So right now out is in fifth is Brett Moffitt -3. I think everyone thinks he'll get into the final 4, either a win or just consistency. He has so many points. Ben Rhodes -5. He has a chance to get in the final 4. I don't see him beating
I don't
guys
see him
like
doing it.
Creed,
I
Smith,
don't think
Hill,
he's
and
getting
Finger and
it.
stuff like that. And then Crafton and Ankrum -10 and -16, especially Ankrum. I feel like a win. Only way.
Yeah,
and
I
like
think
that's even kind of far fetched for Ankrum. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then above it is Enfingers +3, Zane is +6, and then Hill and Creed are tied for first and +12.
It's
Finger's
really
not gonna make it. He's gonna
it's
drive like a
close
head
still.
ass.
It's close still. Like even
It's really
+12 for
close.
first is really close.
Yeah, it's not a clean barrier.
I
I
have
don't even
Smith winning.
remember. I don't even remember who I had. I'm probably gonna change it up, but I think Crafton and Ankrum are locks to go out this round, and then I'm gonna say Rhodes and Enfinger too.
You know what?
I think the same thing.
I think ThorSport gets wiped.
Yeah.
Thorster gets one. I think that pretty much wraps up trucks. So Xfinity. There's a second race of the playoffs for Xfinity, correct? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Briscoe
so
won
second
last week.
race. Yeah. So hold
Oh,
the
here
phone.
I just remembered. Here comes Caden with the Justin Haley block stuff.
I've been waiting for this the whole podcast.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm just gonna jump straight to it. It's hard to not call him lucky based on how many of his wins, like even in trucks, were luck based.
Yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
I get it. You need luck to win a race. But I'd say almost 50 to over 50% of his wins throughout all of the top 3 series have been luck based.
Yeah, I mean,
That's pretty much all of them, except Gateway.
Yeah.
Well,
Gateway is the only one I can remember that was actually.
What was Talladega won? What was Talladega won this year?
Oh yeah, Talladega won. He got pushed by his teammates, and he passed Jeb by skills. That wasn't luck.
Yeah.
I mean,
Other than
Daytona,
that,
you could call smart because Spire kind of knew that it was probably going to get
Nah,
rained
but
out,
the
so they didn't pit, but
NASCAR screwed.
it was
Kurt
lucky that
at the
they
same
called
time.
it. That they called it.
Yeah,
again, it
but
was
I mean-
luck because if Kurt didn't come down pit road, Kurt would have won.
There's not really much to talk about. Like even the
Yeah,
stages weren't very interesting. I mean, you could talk about the Briscoe.
Yeah, Briscoe literally
Gregson,
swept the
but-
stages. Oh yeah, that happened. Too.
Also, lap 47 on a restart, Burton turns Chastain on a restart.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Not on
That was
purpose, but like he pretty much dumped him.
That's one of the weirdest crashes I've ever seen, where they hadn't even
Yeah,
come up to speed. It looked like he was spinning in slow motion.
Yeah. I mean, his car didn't have too much damage, though, did it? Other than the right front.
He was
wheel,
able to continue.
Yeah.
And then lap 77, Cindric, I forget what happened, but Cindric spun into an inside wall.
Yeah, 3 drivers spun in the
crashed out of
inside
the
wall
race.
at the same time.
My
Yeah.
memory's faded from Xfinity. I tried to clear it from
I'm
my
looking
mind.
at
It wasn't
Racing
very good.
Reference. That's how I remember and all this stuff.
I know.
I
No.
didn't even
But I'm
watch
just,
the race.
I watched stage 1 intently, and then I kind of gave up because it was boring.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I went
then
stage 1. I kind of gave up on stage 2, and then came to the finish at stage 3.
I missed the finish. I was eating dinner.
and then there was a 17-lap run to the finish after debris caution on lap 95, and it was single file, but guys were lining up on the inside to to help and everything. And I forget how it shaped up. Oh, so it was single file, and Briscoe was leading, and then Gregson made an aggressive move to the inside, and he had it, and it sent Briscoe sideways, and he saved it. Rip Nick.
Good save. That was insane.
Yeah, it was a great save. He was like sideways.
He was like dead sideways.
Yeah, and he kept it, and he continued
He
fighting
was
for the
still
lead.
side by side. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he yeah, and then I feel like he gave up on he didn't give up, but like his mind shifted from like making Noah not pass him. Yeah, keeping Noah behind him and not making him win, and that got through his head more than maybe trying to get some help and keep fighting for a lead, because he had it. He had one of the fastest cars, and he had a good chance if he kept fighting. And
I would have said if he didn't try and have a vendetta against Gregson for some reason, well, I mean for a reason, he almost spun him. He probably would have won that race.
Yeah. And then Gregson, I don't know if he tried to dump, but he just booted Briscoe out of the way. Briscoe hits the wall, and they stay green. And then all of this puts Haley in the lead, and I'm not gonna say easy win for Haley, but like
easy win
he had it from there. And then that's pretty much it. On the last lap, there was a crash involving Harrison Burton. Harrison Burton was above the cut line over Chastain, but this crash put him below it, entering an elimination race for Roval, which will be his first time at the Roval, which will be that's not the greatest place you want to go to if you want to advance.
Is Ryan Sieg still above the cut line?
Oh yeah. He finished second.
Yeah,
bro, my man's
stage points in both races.
Man's about to beat 2 JGR cars for a spot in the round of 8.
Are we surprised?
Bro, beating Herbst isn't an
Hang
achievement.
on, I would say Herbst isn't
ARCA drivers did that on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, did we really expect this good out of Sieg?
You know what's going to be funny? I've heard that Herbst isn't coming back next year. Hello, Ty Gibbs. Welcome to the chat.
Nah. Ty Gibbs is going to. Ty Gibbs is either going full time.
Lessard is not going to get that. Eckes would get that before Lessard.
Yeah,
but we all love Lessard, so Lessard would get it.
No, he wouldn't. Be realistic.
Yeah, we can.
Get your bias out of it for a second.
We can only pray, Chris.
But for you being realistic.
I'm not being realistic. I'm just wanting Lessard in.
All right. So Xfinity Series playoffs. So Annette got DQ'd. He crossed the line second, but he got DQ'd, so he finished last, and that's huge for his playoff hope. He didn't have that big of a playoff hope for advancing, but like he did it better than he was closer than we thought he would be.
Yeah.
But now he's minus 38, which is must win, and let's be very easy in winning the Roval. Herbst is minus 36, and then Brown is minus 19. And then the real thing, Burton minus 7 and Chastain plus 7 on the cut line. All guy with a few to go, he was running like top 15. And he lost a cylinder at first, and I think he blew his motor and went to the garage. And that hit him hard in the playoffs, but he's still plus 19. Sieg plus 27. He's pulling Austin Dillon with this stuff, which is big. So you could pretty much like ride around and keep a top 15 at the Roval, not get into trouble, of course. And then everyone above Sieg is pretty much like not exactly safe, but they don't have that much to worry about. Jones plus 34, and Gregson plus 47, Cindric plus 50, and of course we have Haley Briscoe locked in.
Jones is a sleeper pick to win this championship, bro. He's been so consistent during these playoffs.
He kind of has. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he won at Phoenix earlier.
He did. That pretty much wraps up Xfinity, correct?
Yeah.
We're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna break this down very, very, very. I don't know.
4 cautions within the first 25 laps included. I feel bad. Oh, I feel so bad.
Yeah, you gotta feel for teams when that happens. They didn't even make it like a half a lap. I don't even remember.
It was like into 3 and 4, and
it was the 3 and 4, and they just death. And that sucks. I don't really know how to go around that. You blew a tire. Like, I don't know how they could have like prepped for that or like fixed it. No practice, so. And that, and then so Bell came down the track. Reddick got collected a little bit of nose damage, but that clearly didn't hurt him that much. And then Ty Dillon checked up a little bit, a lot, and of course many drivers behind him didn't see it coming, including Bubba Wallace, and he had like a tiny bit of damage. Didn't hurt his race. Move on to lap 10. A lot of people every replete race depend on Stenhouse to do really good, and usually does. He had a really good scheme this week, but bump drafting through the tri-oval isn't a great idea, especially this early in the race. And John Hunter
cheat.
Yeah, he turned Stenhouse. Stenhouse had no way to like correct it or get out of the wall once he was spinning. And he crashes very early, which I feel for him so bad. His season's been like really good for the team, but like so bad. Like I remember, was it Kansas? Was it Kansas that he was like top 12 or whatever. He drove to the top 12, and then he blew an engine, and then of course it got dumped by Jimmy twice. At both Bristol races, after running top 15. Yeah. And then after all these cautions, NASCAR not throw the competition caution at any of these when they had like a clear chance. They were still like ready on the competition caution.
No, they kind of just. Oh no, I guess they did throw the green. No, they still had the competition caution.
Yeah, they did. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they made a 28-lap run to the finish of stage 1, and this is where all havoc begins. So Almirola, Bowman goes outside Almirola. Almirola comes up, try for like a late block. I'm guessing. Is that what happened?
Yeah, it kind of looked like it, or at least from the replay that I saw. Almirola just kind of came up and.
Yeah, and
this
hurt Kyle Busch's day. Ateka Almirola, which is big for the playoffs. He wasn't a close chance on making it, on advancing, but he definitely wasn't out of the picture. And he especially could have had an amazing day at a really fast car at Talladega, like always. But this hurts Dillon, Almirola, Blaney, Kyle Busch, and Bowman.
How's it hurt Blaney? Blaney's not even in the playoffs anymore.
Yeah, but still, he had a fast car. So
yeah.
it hurts day. Adding to Blaney's troubles on lap 88, I think he blew a tire. No, he blew a tire and went into the wall and skipped the wall. That wasn't too big. And then on lap 110,
all hell has broken loose.
Yeah.
Is that where Kurt Busch?
Yep. What happened? So Clinton Boyer was pushing Jimmy Johnson on the outside, and Clinton pushed Johnson. Johnson got a little loose, and he was trying to like fix the car and get it back straight and get everything riding again. And Clint kept pushing him, and that sent him down.
But Boyer had a push. Boyer had a push behind him. I forget who was behind him. Was it Reddick?
If it was Reddick
first.
If it was Reddick, I wouldn't.
Reddick wasn't involved, but it doesn't say much. But yeah, that involves a lot. So Kurt Busch is kind of the main guy in this, even though he was locked into first round. He goes up in the air kind of over cars. He didn't roll, but like he went up in the air over like a couple cars. And this also, yeah, Keselowski spins, Dillon spins, Boyer's done. And Boyer, he was going for points in the stage, and he was like top 10 in the stage. And then he got shuffled back, and he was trying to get back up there. And he was back up there, but he screwed himself kinda. Also involved Kyle Busch again. Ryan Preece got a little bit of damage. Cole Custer involved. I think Cole Custer was the one that went under Kurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to feel for Brendan Gaughan. I was so heartbreaking for him. Because you see how he went out? He was through the rack, and Kyle Busch was spinning, and he went straight up the track, and Brendan eliminated him. That's so sad. And then Daniel Suarez, unlike Daytona where he was holding up the draft, he was actually he had a great car, and he was able to run with them. And it sucks that he got involved. I want to see where he turned out with that. And then we had a good long runs. We had a 23-lap run after stage 2, and then a debris caution.
Truex won stage 2.
140. Yeah, Truex won something at Dega. It wasn't a race, but a stage. I was surprised, bro.
We're getting improvements, boys.
Yeah. Seeing him sticking even running in the middle of stage 2 at Dega, I'm like, wow, look at him.
He was running top 10 for a good portion of the race. I mean, I remember when he kind of dropped back just because that's the typical Truex strategy. Draw back and ride last place. But
helped for Harvick and Hamlin. Harvick and Hamlin early, they dropped back and they were kind of just riding around all day. Since
Hamlin.
Not Harvick. Which one is blocked in? Are both? Is Harvick locked in?
Harvick
is now. He is now.
Harvick's locked in. So and Hamlin had enough points for if he crashed,
Hamlin won a race.
Hamlin won.
No, he didn't.
Oh yeah. Hamlin did. Hamlin won last week. No, he didn't. He didn't. Kurt won last week. They're both pretty much locked on points, and they were really safe above the cut line. And then on lap. So, oh god. Okay, so I went single file late in the race. I had to explain this whole thing again. I was in a car with my mom today. Explained the whole entire finish and how it went down, the whole entire race to her. And I was begging for air at the end. There was so much to say. But so it was single file, and it was pretty much of course Joey and Brad. They were they were leading the outside lane the whole time, and it was hard to get past them. Chase, Bubba, and others would try to get the bottom lane going and fall back, and then we generated again, and finally got interesting. Bubba took the lead a little bit and then lost it to Joey, and then it got interesting once. I think it was Chase. I forget. No, Priest. Priest got to the outside of Brad and shoveled Brad out. So now Joey was alone, and that and that was a kind of a free for all for them because the Penske cars are real ones to get past.
Yeah, once Joey didn't have his teammate, it was kind of amazing to see. Not amazing for Joey, but it was kind of amazing to see how quickly he kind of just became almost not a non-factor, but how less stronger he became.
They were playing defense more than just riding around.
Yeah.
So Bubba took the lead, and Bubba was doing really good. And then I forget what happened, and he hit the wall, and then what happened?
Didn't he get shuffled back?
No.
No. Oh, okay. This one he was on the outside and hit the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? I don't think it was Priest. Was it Priest?
I want to say
it was Priest. It was Priest.
Yeah.
He hit him the wrong way on the back of this car.
Yeah.
And then a couple seconds later, the 53 blew a tire in the back, and that was a caution. And that set up for a green, white, checkered.
Not the first one.
Not the first one. So on the restart, Brad and Joey were back together. Right now, kind of. And then the Benedetto was with them too. And then Byron and Chase were together. And then we had the outsiders of Priest and Ty Dillon working together. Plus, is that it? Is that all like that was up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we skip past the wreck that Truex and them were involved?
We're about to get to that.
We're getting to that. So
oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was earlier for some reason. I thought that was like beginning stage 3.
Nah. So restart happens and it's all like shuffling. It's clear like working together. So everyone's working together. I had to let it out. I was talking. I'm like, I can't hold this one in. So teammates are working together and manufacturer teammates, of course. And then Joey gets pushed out far enough, and Joey gets pushed out far, and Chase and Byron are hooked up together, and Chase gets a huge push off 4, and Joey tries to block Chase, but he has a huge run, and Joey forces Chase down pretty much. He forced him, but like it wasn't all the way down the line. He had a giving point where he's like, "Oh, he's under me." But Chase gets to the lead, and they're coming to the white flag, and Joey is shuffled out at this point, and Byron and Chase are side by side, coming to the white flag, and during the tri-oval, what happened? So Reddick pushes.
Reddick was pushing. Yeah.
I'll let Caden describe this one.
I think Reddick, I forget who he was pushing. Was it Kyle Busch or someone? It doesn't matter in the end. Yeah, I think it was Kyle Busch. Reddick, he was pushing Kyle Busch, and then I think Kyle just got – I don't think Kyle just got loose. I think Reddick almost kind of just turned him into the outside wall. It looked like – because I didn't see Kyle wiggle at all.
He turned Kyle down, and that's what
Did he turn
everything.
down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just remember most of the cars up in the outside wall. I forget how'd they get up into the outside wall.
I think they clipped
physics.
Harvick or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bush tagged Joey or Harvick or one of them, and then they got sent up to the wall, which ended up eliminating quite a bit of good guys' days. Like Truex was done. Did Bush continue? Yeah, Bush was out.
No, Bush was done. This was the end of his car.
Joey was out. Blaney was out. Bubba Wallace was out from that.
Harvick
Bubba wasn't out. Bubba wasn't out because he had his run 3 wide before.
Oh yeah.
After that, yeah.
No, Blaney was in that one too.
So,
LaJoy was in that.
Yeah.
Harvick was in that.
That's about it. I think we covered most of the guys.
Reddick was in that.
Yeah.
Reddick was in that. There's a lot of guys in that one.
Yeah. So that sets up for another one.
Another green.
Another green white checkered. And so
and I think this is when the pit strategy came into play.
Yeah, so most guys pit except the Benedetto, Bush or Chase, Byron. Is that everyone? The Benedetto. Did I say the Benedetto?
Yeah, you said the Benedetto.
He stayed out. So it was like six on back, pitted. Everyone else stayed out, and they were questionable on fuel, whoever stayed out. They can go 1 overtime attempt, and anything else would have had to pit. So coming to the restart, Chase was really low. He had to flip his reserve switch on for the restart.
I thought he pit.
No, he stayed out.
No, he pitted the second time.
Like
next time he pitted.
Yeah. So Chase leads off the line, and I believe he was leading to the white flag.
Yeah, he was.
Near the white flag. And then, Bubba's mid pack after hitting the wall earlier, and he has a huge run. Someone pushes him, I forget. He has a huge run. He takes to the outside, and
I think it was Priest again.
No, he came down on Priest. That's when he came down on Priest.
So,
this is okay. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, he had a huge run, and once it stalled out, he went in like a full like, I gotta go somewhere with this move. Like he wasn't gonna fall back, of course, since we're coming to the white flag. So he came down on Priest, and of course went straight back up the track, and that ended his day, and that took out guys like
This one took out Austin Dillon, Blaney, Truex. Although Truex still finished. I don't know how.
Yeah, I didn't
Austin
even see him in
Dillon
the final
finished
race,
too. But there's a lot of guys that were involved in it, but somehow kept going. There were so many wrecks to where guys should have been taken out, but still just
Wasn't this the most cautions in a Talladega race?
13 or 14, I think?
14.
27% of the race were cautions. How many caution laps were that? That was
54.
There's like 54.
Oh my god.
So literally just over a quarter of the race.
Jesus God.
Help us all.
And then this set up another overtime restart.
Yeah,
and
so
Chase Elliott came in.
When all hell breaks loose.
This screwed Chase. Chase, Buescher, others pitted. Not Buescher. Buescher stayed out. Chase and
not to Benedetto.
Not to Benedetto. De Benedetto and Buescher stayed out. They're not in the playoffs. They have nothing to lose. So if they run out of fuel, nothing to lose but a race. No points, no playoffs, none of that.
Nothing to lose but a win. It's nothing.
Yeah, nothing. So the restart happens and De Benedetto. Oh my god, I don't even know how to freaking.
De Benedetto.
De Benedetto.
De Benedetto. I don't know how to explain this. Hold up, I want to go look up a replay real quick and just commentate real quick. I'm gonna turn the sneaking whatever off. So they have the restart. Can I put this on a sneaking different faster setting? Yeah, I know. I playback speed 1.5 time. Okay, so we're on the restart.
Back?
Soon. Okay, so we're on the restart. De Benedetto has help from Buescher, which is his Ford teammate pretty much. He didn't have any Penske teammates up there with him. Other than that, it's a drag race. Ty Dillon is helping Hamlin a little bit, and all right. So De Benedetto leaves the white flag, and Byron gets a huge run from Jones, and Byron gets it outside of Buescher, and then Byron's run dies out. And then Jones goes to the inside of Buescher, and now he's tandem drafting with De Benedetto coming off 2 on the white flag. So, who's that? So, and then Byron gets a huge push from Hamlin on the backstretch, and then Byron hooks up with Buescher, and going into 3, Byron and Buescher a huge run on Jones. Jones comes up, cuts off Buescher. Buescher goes into the wall. Both Jones and Buescher nearly go into the wall or tap the wall. And De Benedetto's leading still. He comes up to block this coming into 4. And so he's high on the track. And Byron cuts low. He's running a low line off 2. And is a huge run on De Benedetto. And De Benedetto cuts down as quick as he can to try to block Byron, and this forces Byron off track, and then Hamlin has a huge run off 4, and Hamlin goes low below the yellow line onto the apron. So now it's De Benedetto, Byron, and Hamlin threw it off 4, and they're all side drafting each other, banging. Byron gets squeezed out a little bit. He loses his run. And they're side by side, and Hamlin.
And in the end, Eric Jones gets his win.
Eric Jones gets his win. Jones won that race.
Hamlin beat De Benedetto for the line. And from that point on, it was just questionable what even happened.
I agree.
Jones and Buescher started coming down. Denny Hamlin was behind them. They were on the line. Denny goes underneath them as they come back up the track.
Denny was using the apron as a short track. Denny had so much time
under the line.
Denny had so much time to come back up the track. It wasn't even real. He still went to the bottom. He was still running the apron by himself, which fair enough. I mean, he was running pretty fast. He was running with them, so props. But he didn't win that race.
No,
De Benedetto got a penalty. I'm gonna say it. This is Eric Jones's 3rd Cup win. I mean, he was the only one who didn't do anything wrong.
Yep.
And you can't argue that. You can't even argue that De Benedetto won. De Benedetto forced Byron down the track.
The Benedetto just used sneaking like Byron like it wasn't even there. That was totally illegal.
Hamlin used the apron, which, I mean, you can kind of argue against Hamlin's part because he didn't know if there was going to be a wreck, which I would have been fine if Hamlin then came back up the track and then still raced his way to win.
Yeah,
but then he didn't try. Yeah, that's
the
thing. He didn't try until
long.
Yeah, he came back on the up the track when it was like almost at the line, which is just so stupid.
He came back above the yellow line, like coming out of 4. But
was it coming out of 4?
But through all of 4, he was under the yellow line with all 4 tires clear as day.
Yeah,
and it bothers me when NASCAR. This race was a great race. This was a phenomenal race. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rules are rules. Denny Hamlin didn't obey the rules. Neither did Matt DiBenedetto, giving the win to Eric Jones. It's just simple like that. And you could argue Jones could have gone back-to-back at Talladega, but he got door slammed by Blaney, which was arguably racing, but it was kind of a little bit of a dirty move if you really think about it. But
I think Blaney was tired of losing by that point.
I don't blame him. Yeah, I mean, he kind of had. I would have done the same thing, but it was just a slightly dirty move. But it sucks to see NASCAR be. Yeah, it sucks to see NASCAR be so on point the whole race with the calls. I'm like, wow, this has been a good race. It was a little bit of on the long side of a race, but it was a good race. Until it's just that final through 3 and 4 all the way to the checkered flag. It just wasn't. It was exciting. Don't get me wrong. It just wasn't real. It didn't feel real when
was
Denny
there
Hamlin
wrecking
won.
going on in the back at all?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keselowski wrecked.
Let's
Keselowski
mention
wrecked.
that.
I'm pretty sure there was 2 separate wrecks.
Yeah.
No, there were
NASCAR
Cody
throws
Ware
a caution and then the Xfinity and truck race when they're wrecking on the final lap, but doesn't throw one in the Cup race.
No, it's different. It's different.
Oh.
Because on the back stretch, Cody Ware spun and he collected no one, and I was like, race it back. And then the actual wreck happened on the front stretch in the tri-oval. The throw caution in the middle of the tri-oval is pointless. So there was no reason to even throw a caution.
They've done it before.
No,
they did it literally the restart before that. Chase Elliott would have ended up winning, but they threw the caution.
No, that's different. That's
different. White flag.
That's different. No, it was before the white flag. So they get. Are you gonna let guys race it around the track again through the debris and wrecked cars? It's different when it's 2 to go or the white flag. It's completely different. See, you can't argue that it's 2 completely different things.
Okay, one sec.
It would have ended the race, but they don't want to end it like that.
Well, instead they went with everyone.
Yeah. So Jones is pushing DiBenedetto on the back straightaway. We know this. Buscher's got a run. Buscher goes to the outside in front of Byron, which they're gonna end up having a run. I just want to see when Hamlin gets down low. Yeah, Cody Ware spins out back. Hamlin is on the apron. Jones hits the wall. Hamlin goes on the apron, and he runs to the apron for at least 3 to 5 seconds, which that is a long time. Hamlin's running. Buscher pushes Chase down, which Buscher got the penalty after. Jones gets blocked by DiBenedetto, and then Hamlin and DiBenedetto don't win the race, and Eric Jones wins the race. That's how I saw it.
Yep.
It's just
Denny Hamlin did not win that race.
Yeah, I don't even think he thought he won that race.
No, he probably thought he did.
I mean, I don't know. He didn't seem like he was it seemed like he was kind of cautious to see if he won that race. He didn't think I think he thought he won that race, but I don't think he fully knew if he was 100% gonna end up getting the win. It's just so disappointing.
Does that wrap up the disappointment that was yesterday?
Wait, one sec. It's just such a disappointing year for Eric Jones. I mean, he's getting the boot from the 20 car for Christopher Bell, which is arguable. It was probably a good idea, honestly. But if he doesn't find that thing if he doesn't get the 48 at Hendrick, I don't want to see him go to a bottom card team.
That's going to be a waste of talent situation.
Yeah, like Eric Jones is one of the. I stand by this, and this is not me being biased. I think he's one of the more talented younger drivers in the Cup Series garage.
He is.
Like he has had such good bursts of moment, and he's such a good star that I think he can easily be a Cup Series champion in the future. But if he doesn't get this ride now, and if Larson gets it, which I'm still skeptical if Larson gets it, I think he might just be another driver. I just don't want to see Jones go to the 37, which is what I don't want to say is most likely. I think 48 is still pretty likely, but I just don't want to see him go down that path.
Honestly, what if Jones goes back down to Xfinity and races for Gibbs?
Nah, I feel like he's wasting.
He's been dropped.
He's wasting valuable years in his career away doing that.
I think whatever offer he gets now, he's gonna almost have to take.
Yeah, because it's too late to drop down anymore. Because he's not in a situation like DiBenedetto where like he doesn't.
If DiBenedetto doesn't get a ride, he's almost forced to not race almost because.
Yeah,
I don't think we all know DiBenedetto is most likely not going to go to Hendrick. I mean, I'm not saying most likely, but it's not happening. And Penske wants to bring up Cindric. I don't really enjoy DiBenedetto, but like it'd be almost kind of stupid not to put Cindric in the 21.
Especially with all the road courses next year.
Yeah.
It would be almost a waste.
Yeah.
Because I think honestly, if Cindric comes up to Cup next year, he could be in the playoffs because of all those road courses.
Oh yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him. He's one of my least favorites next year. I can already tell you that if he's in Cup, but he will most likely make those playoffs, and he'll probably be sitting pretty good.
He's a solid oval racer. He's a pretty good super speedway racer. He's a solid short track racer. And he'll use the road courses. Good. Yeah, he'll use the road courses in the summer as an advantage. And
I would say next year he gets a win
in the playoffs.
Well, it's funny because everyone talks about Chase Elliott being happy to see the road course races. If Austin Cindric is in that ride next year,
everyone's gonna be freaking scared.
Chase Elliott is a good road racer. Don't get me wrong, but don't you think he's maybe just a little bit?
Cindric is better.
I think Cindric is better. Chase. But don't you think Chase Elliott is just a little bit, a little bit overhyped? Just a tiny bit at road course racing.
I mean,
he's been
really.
He has three road course wins in a row at 3 completely different tracks.
No, he won at Watkins Glen 2 times in a row.
He won at Watkins Glen twice.
Oh yeah.
You forgot his first win.
But he also has Daytona. He also has Daytona road course.
Charlotte,
I forgot about that.
And Watkins Glen in a row.
Okay, yeah. I forgot about Daytona road course because it was such a bad race.
Dang, I love that race kind of.
Yeah, of course you did, Troy.
No, before Chase even was leading. I love it.
Stinking. But I just want Jones in the 48. That's what I'm gonna finish it with.
I don't think that's gonna happen anymore.
Playoffs. I think it's gonna happen.
Playoffs. So
points
after wrecking early in the race, wrecking himself early in the race. Eric Almirola, he's minus 48. That's a must win. Clint Boyer, after pretty much causing the big one, that's minus 38 for him. That's a must win. And you could argue Austin Dillon's a must win too, minus 21. And then same goes with Kyle Busch. I'm not calling Kyle Busch a must win. Just because it's Kyle Busch.
I think
this whole out 4 are definitely must wins. Like I think Bowman. Yeah, I think the 8 that are above the cut line are it. They're making it wrong. Bowman was good at the Roval last year, and Kyle Busch almost is going to have to win. Yeah, Bowman is gonna. I mean, not Bowman. Busch is going to have to win. Yeah. He's seen the guys he's going up against that have finished this Roval, other than Kurt Busch. He's going to have an outstanding performance, or he's going to probably have to win.
He's probably going to have to win, and I don't think he's going to win.
I want to see him win
in the top 10.
I want to see him. I want to see him get a win this season, but I don't see him winning next week.
I think he's ran out of chances to win this year.
Oh, he's definitely. He's
Phoenix.
He's good at like every track pretty much, but like he's run out of his like really good tracks. He's superior in the field.
Yeah, Bristol was his probably best last chance to get a win.
No, Bristol.
Yeah, I said Bristol.
Oh, I thought you said Richmond. It sounded like Richmond.
No.
Okay, but no, because think about it. We go to Phoenix. Say Truex and Hamlin gets in. He's gonna have the third best equipment.
Yeah,
from JGR. He's not gonna win.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's why I want Busch to win, and I think he can win, but he would only be able to win if he had round of 8 equipment. Because they're going to be putting all their they're going to be putting all their equipment.
He doesn't even have the mindset to get in.
Yeah, he said it at the start. Yeah, he said at the start of the round, even when he finished second at Bristol, he said, "I'm not making this next round." And I mean,
he's given up.
Yeah. Which I hated.
No one is openly going to say that about him, so I will, because like you won't hear from other people. He's given up.
It's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
He knew it since the playoffs started. He knew like he could move on to the next round, but like once he hit like elimination from the round of 8, he's done.
Yeah. He knew it. I think he knew it coming. He knew it for a while. I think once it got to the halfway point of the season when we had no practice, you could kind of see the attitude change in Kyle Busch.
He was starting to look a little bit like him older self. Yeah, he was doing so good to get away from it.
Not him older self, but like more like he didn't go depressed because that's not the right word, but he went kind of in this phase where like he had no perseverance to win. He had no motivation to try anymore. Yeah, which sucks, but like, you can go.
Yeah, he realized that like we're halfway through the season, and this is being off a win, and we haven't come that close to a win. So this is a problem, and he's realized how big of a problem this is and how like huge this is for him.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue on to points. So Joey is the first one in right now after wrecking late. He's plus 21. Bowman is right ahead of him, plus 22. Truex is plus 32. Truex, I feel like he's in the spot where he could ride along, just no problems at the Roval. Especially everyone above him, like Keselowski, is plus 41. Chase is plus 44. Harvick just needs to start the Roval to get in, to get locked in. He's plus 68, and Kurt Hamlin are locked in.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really say they're all locks, but Truex and above are locks. I'd be I wouldn't be worried if I was Joey necessarily because, he isn't a bad road racer, but, like, we've seen how chaotic it could be. Like, one mess up, like, one too hard through one, and he's done.
Yeah.
Just don't see Kyle doing anything. So I'm literally writing out Kyle. I'm gonna write out Almirola.
I think the one who has the biggest chance, I think, is Clint Bowyer. He ran pretty well at the Daytona road course.
Boyer's I'm not saying he's gonna road course racer.
He's an underrated road course racer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's gonna go out and win, but if there's anyone who I would put my money on out, is Clint Bowyer.
Yeah.
Imagine he wins and knocks Joey Logano out of the playoffs.
Unless RCR, pulls like a goat move and after the competition caution puts AJ Allmendinger in the car.
That'd be the smartest thing ever done. That's like 1,000 IQ.
Yeah.
I bet NASCAR, just because of that, they'll see that stuff and they'll make up like a rule like in the middle of the race, be like, you can't do that. You can't do that, guys. That's not legal.
Oh my god.
All right. So picks, since
you're talking about Charlotte.
Charlotte Roval. I'm gonna be there this weekend. So, Kenny, you want to go first for picks?
Oh, should I say it? I'm gonna say it.
It's not.
I think Truex wins.
It's not like unrealistic. So.
Yeah. I've picked him a lot, but I feel like almost every race he has a shot. Except Talladega. But I want to see him get his second win of the season. I feel like he's been so close so many times this season where he's had the best car or a top 3 car, and he just hasn't gotten that win. I think this is when he gets the second win of the season.
Yeah. Who you got, Chris?
I'm going to go a Hendrick car, but I'm not going to go Chase.
I'm gonna go Bowman.
I'm gonna go Bowman. Yep. Bowman's
I could see that too.
Dude. Bowman's solid.
My second pick was Bowman. It was either gonna be Bowman or Harvick.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Harvick, honestly.
Harvick finished third last year, did he not?
Yeah, he was top. Yeah, he was the one that Chase had to pass. Easy pass, though, for, like, the win, but, like.
Yeah, he didn't put up any fight in that one.
It's just Chase was sticking the fastest to, like, the top 5. The main problem last year was there was, like, caution after caution after caution. So
I think the main problem last year.
Moves.
Yeah. I think the main problem last year, did they use the stupid package for the road course?
They used the stupid package everywhere last year.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that kind of played into Chase Elliott's favor of having the fastest car. I mean, he's a good road racer, but I think that definitely kind of helped him a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Who's gonna struggle, Caden?
Ooh, who's gonna struggle? I'm gonna say Kyle Busch. I think this is pretty easy. I think he just has no motivation going into this race. I think he's just not gonna have the mindset, and it'll be like the Daytona road course where he spun like twice.
Yep. I'm going to say Kyle, too. He's straight up given up. Dude, he's given up. And he also quit last year. Fight me on it again. He quit last year, too. So
yeah, he did.
I never fighted you on it. He quit fair and square.
Last week you're like, nah, he didn't quit.
I didn't fight on you on that part. I said that before he quit, he was running like top 10 before he had like a mechanical issue or something that put him 3 laps down before he quit.
Yeah. Sure, who do you think is going to struggle?
Austin Dillon, without a doubt. He's not like that good of a road course racer at all. Yeah,
didn't he DNF the first race, or did he DNF both races?
He hit the wall in 2018. I remember.
Yeah, that was a chaotic race. Can we go back to that race? Can we just have a repeat of that whole race? I would love that. Except except the point where Jimmy takes out Truex and Jimmy just tries to pass Truex cleanly, fails, and then Truex gets the win.
I'll take a replay of that entire race. I'll be perfectly content with that.
I hated it so much, but I love that race at the same time because Blaney would have
another win.
Yeah, Blaney was like my second favorite back then. So it was like, no, Truex wrecked. Oh, Blaney won. Well, am I supposed to be mad or happy?
Yeah. It's going to be chaotic.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something. Let's wrap this up. So, final thoughts real quick. I'm thinking starving. I'm going to blow up from starvation.
Oh, my God. I need to go eat.
Thanks for watching this far. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, NASCAR Hotspot. And like, subscribe, and make sure you're here for the next episode because it's going to be crazy after Charlotte Roval and the elimination. We're going to eliminate 4 drivers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
See ya.
Yep.